Hello, friends! Do you ever feel like your mind grew legs of its own and ran away down the path of worry? Ever find yourself meditating on a possible negative future and wonder, how in the world did I get here? This is so far from my current reality. When fear and anxiety take root, it's easy to think on worst case scenarios, to be planning out the conversation wherein you lose your job, or imagining how you'd respond to rejection, or even planning a funeral. It's so ridiculous, isn't it? Well, today we come to one of the most well-known traits of the Proverbs 31 woman in verse 25. It says, "Strength and dignity are her clothing, and she laughs at the time to come." We learn that she's covered in might and honor, words that are often used to describe the power and majesty of God. And perhaps most profoundly, that she's able to laugh at the days ahead, that she smiles at the future. What is it that allows her to look ahead with such bright outlook? How is it that she's free from the gnawing anxiety of all of life's what-ifs? She is a woman who dwells secure because she's not controlled by her anxieties, but what the Bible refers to as the fear of the Lord. This notion of the fear of the Lord is absolutely foundational to Proverbs. In fact, the book opens by proclaiming that the fear of the Lord is the very beginning of wisdom. A relationship with God in which we are in awe of His greatness and His goodness is the prerequisite for avoiding foolishness. A theologian named Sinclair Ferguson says that the fear we experience as children of God is that indefinable mixture of reverence, fear, pleasure, joy, and awe which fills our hearts when we realize who God is and what He's done for us. This kind of rest in the power and the kindness of God is the lifeline of the excellent wife, this woman of valor. She very much embodies the truth of Proverbs 133, in which personified wisdom states, "Whoever listens to me will dwell secure and will be at ease without dread of disaster." Just a few verses earlier, in chapter 31:21, we find out that the Proverbs 31 woman doesn't fear cold weather because she's diligent to prepare her family with warm clothes. But no amount of preparedness protects our hearts from the fear of the unknown future. Only the security of relationship with God can do that. So I invite you today to soothe the anxieties of your heart by meditating on the majesty of God. I invite you to get caught up in the joy of thinking on what He accomplished for you through the cross of Christ. May we be women who are so secure in the good intentions of God toward us that rather than be plagued with worry, we are characterized by lightheartedness and an expectation of a positive future in Him.